My brother Johnny bought this old coil spring from a scrapyard for $13 and challenged me. Could I forge something truly amazing from it this time? I immediately fired up my charcoal forge, cut off a small section of the coil spring, and threw it into the fire. Once it was red hot, I started by straightening it and then flattening it into a steel plate approximately 5 millimeters thick. While the steel was still hot, I forged a point on one end and bent the entire blade into a curved shape. This was the rough form I ended up with. The next step was the belt grinder room. I started refining the contours to achieve the final knife profile. Then I leveled both sides of the blade on the belt grinder because forged steel is always uneven after hammering. After that, I used a special hole saw to cut a finger ring into the handle section so the knife could be securely held in the hand. Now came the most important stage, grinding the bevels. Since the blade was curved, creating even bevels was much more difficult than usual, but after many hours of work, they turned out exactly the way I wanted. Next, I sanded the blade to 180 grit, fired up the forge once again, heated the blade to approximately 850 degrees Celsius, and quickly quenched it in oil. Then began the long sanding process. I sanded the blade from 180 grit all the way to 2000 grit, which took several hours. After that, I took two brass plates, drilled them to size, refined their shape on the belt grinder, and pressed them onto both sides of the blade using brass pins. This created a simple but beautiful bolster. Next, I made two handle scales from walnut wood. I drilled them to size, attached them using epoxy, and secured everything with brass pins while the epoxy cured. Once the glue had fully hardened, I shaped the handle on the belt grinder and finished all the fine details by hand, sanding the wood up to 320 grit. Then I applied a special protective wax to the wood to protect it from moisture in the future. And this is the final result. If you think I won this challenge too, make sure to subscribe to my channel.